Hello everyone, my name is Tomko, and today I'm showing you how to make a new and updated fully automatic tree farm for Minecraft Bedrock. Now comparing it to the old one, this one's quite a lot better. It uses way less bone meal, like actually way less, a bit less TNT, and most importantly, it works on 4 different wood types. And those include oak, spruce, jungle, and birch. So to use the farm is actually very simple. All you gotta do is simply turn it on, stand here, hold your sapling and simply look at the slab, and place. Now we can move on to jungle once this one's grown. And just like that, we're now planting jungle. And then of course, once you're done with jungle, you can also move on to spruce. Just wait for this one to grow. And now we're planting spruce. It is so cool just switching between them like that. Then the oak one is a little bit different. If you want to plant oak, you have to jump up here, turn this lever on, that'll push that piston down. What this will do is stop the big oak trees from growing, because trust me, you don't want any big oak trees in here. But if you come out of here and take a quick look at our explosion area, you can see there's quite a bit of logs already in here. What we're doing is we're funneling the logs into a big square, then firing the TNT. And what that will do is that will minimize the amount of TNT we have to take, since it maximizes the amount of blocks the TNT explodes. It's a little bit complicated, but honestly, it's much more fun just for me to show you. Like, look at it. Hopefully you get it now. And just so you know, if you were to AFK at this thing for exactly 1 hour, you get this much birch logs, or this much jungle logs, this much spruce logs, and this much oak logs. But anyways, with all that out of the way, let me show you how to build this beast. Alright, so to build it, you're going to have to get yourself a 13 blocks wide by 22 blocks long by 12 blocks tall area. And then just so you know, all the rest of them will be above the ground, but there will be a bit of the storage system below the ground, so make sure it's not too crowded under there. And then this diamond block represents where your dirt is going to go and hence where your trees are going to grow from. So your trees will be directly on top of this diamond block in case you're building this thing in a cramped area and need to line it up correctly. And just so you know, it is 6 blocks in from the right and 7 blocks in from the floor. But honestly, just build it in a flat open area like I have. It's much easier that way. And then of course to build it, this is everything you're going to need. There are 2 dispensers and 4 droppers. Make sure you get them the right way. The redstone lamp, that one is optional. That's just for the oak tree indicator piston thing. But I of course recommend you get it. You can use any type of slabs, any type of stairs, and then the 54 blackstone blocks. I really recommend you use blackstone, but if you don't have any of it at all, you can use stone blocks instead. You just might have to replace them every now and then since they can break. And of course, bring yourself as much TNT and especially as much bone meal as you possibly can do. Oh, and one last thing, bring yourself some blocks to actually build it out of. They're pretty important. But then once you got everything, we can start. Right, so to begin with, come around to your diamond block, or if you don't have a diamond block as a guide, just go anywhere. Place the block on top of it, dirt on top of that block, stair in front of that block, lever in front of the stair. What a good start that was. Then, flick the lever on, come around to the black, place a sticky piston coming towards the back, so that way. Come around to the right hand side, so just here. Sticky piston facing upwards. Come 2 blocks to the right, another sticky piston facing left this time. With an observer in front of it, also facing left, just like so. So that arrow is pointing to the left hand side. Then come round to the back, dig yourself out a little hole, jump in the hole, and place another observer facing down to the right of that block. Then simply fill the hole in, as it's no longer needed. Come 2 blocks to the right from this observer, so 1, 2, and place a regular piston here, just like so. So far it looks something like this. Then get out another observer, place it on top of that observer so it should form a clock. Don't worry, that's absolutely fine. Get out your dispenser, make sure it's a dispenser, not a dropper, and place it on top of that observer so it's pointing towards the right hand side, towards your dirt. Now you want to get out your droppers. Place a dropper here to the left of this observer. Place a temporary block here. Dropper going towards the front. Then crouch and place a dropper going in towards this dropper. It's a bit hard to see, but if I were to remove it temporarily, that dropper is going in towards this dropper. And then for the last time, place a dropper behind this dispenser, and that should be all your droppers done. It's a bit confusing to have so many droppers next to a dispenser, but hopefully you got it correct. Then on top of this piston, crouch and place a repeater going in towards your dropper. Get out a target block, place a target block behind the repeater, 2 slabs here, then run dust on top of both of these slabs, and on top of both of these droppers, just like so. So far it all should be flashing, and to stop it flashing, simply turn off your farm. Perfect, silence and peace, great. Then get out your hoppers, crouch, place 2 hoppers going into these droppers, just like so, so their tail things are going in towards your droppers. Come around to the back, place 2 droppers going into this dropper, a hopper going into this hopper, 3 more to the left of this one, so 1, 2, 3. Then get out 5 hoppers and put them all, no, 4 hoppers all going into these hoppers, so 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Go around to this side again and place 3 hoppers going into these ones, so 1, 2, 3, not there, there, 1, 2, 3. So far, no matter where you put an item in the hopper, it should end up in this dispenser down here, if the farm's on. So if we flick it on, we should get 3 hoppers coming out the dropper. Perfect. And it will be these hoppers that collect all our saplings and give them straight back to us for further planting and automation. You'll love to see it. Then climb up until your dirt, crouch, placing comparator coming away from this dirt on top of this hopper, so it looks like this. Repeater coming away from that comparator, leave it on 1 tick. Block down here, just on top of the block down again, repeater here, set that to 2 ticks, so 2. Block in front of it, just come 2 blocks to the left, so 1, 2. Just here, block here, repeater here, set that to 3 ticks, so 1, 2, 3. Crouch, place a block in front of this repeater. Block down here, so we've done a right angle to the left hand side. Place 2 more blocks in front of these, so 1, 2, 3 repeaters here. Block here, just on top of this block. 3 more repeaters here. Then once again crouch, place a block in front of these repeaters. Block down here, repeater here, then 2 blocks here with just along both of those. So far it looks like this with all our repeaters in place. You don't go around setting all these 1 tick repeaters to 4 ticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like this if I were to fly up from the top. Then come around to this bit over here. Block to the right, 1 more repeater here, but this one, set that one to 2 ticks. So 1, 2, with a solid block in front of it, just like so. So once again, fly up, it should look something like this. Then on top of this block you just placed, you want to place a torch, then another block, then another torch. I have changed blocks, but you don't have to. That's just to make my life a little bit easier. Then come out 2 blocks to the right from this, so 1, 2, we're just on top of both of those, just like so. Then on the other side of this torch, you want to come out 3 blocks, so 1, 2, 3 in this direction. Come out 2 behind you, so 1, 2, then 4 more to the left, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. I run just along all these blocks. So it looks like this so far. Then leave this like it is for now. Come around to over here where you have this bit of dust. Block up, just on top of this. Block to the left, just on top of that. Come up with a temporary block. Slab down here. Just up the top of this. Block up, block to the left. Slab down here. And then just on top of that, like so. Then come out 2 blocks to the left of this, so 1, 2, and 3 blocks to the right of it, so 1, 2, 3, with more dust along all of those, like so. And then standing on this like I am now, you can come 2 blocks towards your build, so 1 here, a temporary block at the end of this, I block up, move that temporary block, place a temporary block back in, 2 blocks to the right of it, now you can remove the temporary block, my bad, place just here. Get out a repeater, set it to 1 tick, and place it going into this block. 2 pieces just here, then 4 more blocks at the end of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you guessed it, put more dust along all of those. So in total, it looks like this peculiar shape that we've created. This is the start of the tree puller and pusher away thing, and of course all the leaf crushers that, crush the leaves. And then speaking of tree crushers, now it's actually the time to build it all. So you want to come around and stand on top of your dirt block. Place 2 sticky pistons here, both of which coming towards you. So these and this row. Place 1 to the right of it. Observer going into that sticky piston. Just like so. 4 sticky pistons at the back. 2 more in the middle. Observer going into this sticky piston. And another one going into this one. So it looks like this so far. Then place 4 more sticky pistons in a row on this end. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 here. Nope, these should be regular pistons, my bad. Observer going into this one. And another observer going into this one. And then placing 2 sticky pistons here. And 2 more on this side, just like so. observer here and here, regular piston here, and then a sticky piston here, just like so. Then place a regular piston here, temporary block here, and sticky piston here. So in total, it looks like this if I were to fly up from the top. But wait, I actually made a mistake. This is Tomko from the future here. So at this point, you've only got this bottom layer built in like so. But you guys have right now, you guys have these two sticky pistons here, sticky pistons. They're not meant to be sticky pistons. Replace them with regular pistons. So like that, and like that. Then eventually, when you stretch them all the way to the top, they'll all be regular pistons. You then take everything we just did and add 5 more rows on top of each other, so you get 6 rows of it in total. But just the sticky pistons, observers, and regular pistons, ignore all this redstone dust for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so once you got your 6 layers in total built up, it should look something like this. We then want to come back around to this redstone torch, block on top of it, just on top of that block, then copy the same pattern you made before, going all the way around, just along all of those, slab on top of this one, just on top of that slab, slab up here, and then once again do the same pattern you literally just did before. Go wrapping all the way around, making sure not to miss any redstone dust like I did down here. And then come around to over here, ignore this single silo here, we're going to do what we did over there, just over here. So mirror what we got down here, another block up. So one here, repeat the pattern going all the way around. So block up, just like so. Just along all of these, repeaters going into this one, just here and here. And one more time up here, so going all the way around. Block up, block down, wrapping around again. And replacing this dust with a repeater, so it looks like this. Then, come around to the front again. You're going to place a sticky piston here, miss a block, place one here, miss a block, place one here. And every block you missed, place a regular piston in front of it. So regular piston here, here, and here at the bottom. So it looks like this. Then get out some more glass blocks and place some in between all these gaps. And whilst you're here, place some in between these gaps, this gap over here, and this slit over here. Technically these don't have to be glass, I just like looking into the build since I think it looks cool. Then come around to the back of this redstone again, at the bit you missed out. Place dust on top of these 2 sticky pistons, 2 slabs here, and more dust on top of both of those. Then get out some redstone torches. Place redstone torches at the side of all these sticky pistons on the left, so just like so. That'll make these guys and these guys extend, but that's absolutely fine for now. Then these sticky pistons with the torches come around to the bottom sticky piston, block behind it, just on top of it, block, dust, get out some glass blocks, then zigzag going all the way from the bottom to the top. So zigzag here, one more, and one more like so, then run dust going along all of these, just like so. Then you actually want to remove this dust at the top. I got a little bit carried away, my bad. Come around over here, place a torch on top of this sticky piston to the right of it, observer here, come down a temporary block, repeater coming away from this observer, solid block in front of this repeater, with the redstone torch on the side of it, making all these pistons going back to normal and this one staying extended. And then just below all this, place 2 blocks here, with buttons on top of both of those. I've now finally updated my regular pistons here, which you should have done quite a while ago now. Yes, I've finally caught up with myself, but now you should be looking exactly like mine is over here. Then drop down to your regular dirt block. Behind this dropper, place 2 hoppers going into it, 3 going into that, so 1, 2, 3. And this is where you're going to be placing your double chest, which will fill in with bone meal. So I like to place one here, and one more on top of that like so. Then fill up these with bone meal, or as much bone meal as you possibly could ever want, I guess. So as you can see, this guy is now filled up with a bunch of bone meal, and so is my inventory apparently. Then come around to the top again, line yourself up with this regular piston here, come up 2 blocks to the left of that, then place a regular piston facing downwards, replace this block with a redstone lamp, then whack your lever on the side of this lamp. It's very important, it's not on the bottom like this, don't place it here, place it on the side of it, and that's what will stop the big oak trees from spawning in. But now we can actually test it out for the very first time, so get out some saplings. I'm going to use my birch. Bear in mind it won't do anything with the logs, it will just harvest them in a big long pile going that way, but it's fun just to test out. Oh, what I have missed is placing a slab here. Very important, just whack that slab there. But now we can use this to place our saplings against, and when they grow, it should all be harvested up and pushed over there. As you can see, they all should be pushed here. Perfect, let's do it again. And you should get all your saplings being dispensed from this dropper. As you can see, you've already got 7 extra from 2 trees. That's mental. And just check, by the way, that the bone one does cut out every time a tree grows. If you listen closely, when a tree grows, no ticking. See, no ticking. Awesome. I think that's all. I've grown myself in a tree. But now, by the way, you should probably leave it as it is and just get rid of all these logs manually. So it's now time to move on to our TNT, explosion area of doom. Then come all the way around to the back side, get out some obsidian and blackstone. On this bottom layer here of the redstone, placing 4 blackstone blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Placing 1 more, so it's 5 in total. Then 1 more on the very end, which is obsidian. Then come up another 4 blocks of the pattern we just made, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then come around to this bottom left hand side, remove these 3 very specific blackstone blocks, not in the ocean, and replace them with obsidian. So it looks like this so far. But then to the left of all these, place temporary blocks here, more temporary blocks here, and then more obsidian blocks at the front of all those, so 5 in total. Then go ahead and remove all your temporary blocks and stuff. Then make your way around to the floor, place a temporary block below this left hand side blackstone block, observer facing downwards, block below it, copper bulb, doesn't have to be waxed by the way, just any copper bulb. Then place a block below the copper bulb, block to the right, 4 more blocks to the right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5 blocks in total. Come and block up at the end. Go around to the left hand side though, 2 blocks here, then a block up at the end. Place a comparator coming away from the copper bulb, going into a repeater, set that to 4, 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Block to the right of this copper bulb, comparator coming away, with 3 pieces of dust here just like so. You actually want to remove this another block to the right. I did it 1 block too short. So in total, you have 4 pieces of dust, not 3 dust and a stair. No clue why I placed a stair. 4 dust, then a block up at the end. I'm coming a block down as well, just to, add in the corner block for fun. Then come around to the other side of this block, place a redstone torch down here, sticky piston below it, observer in front of it going that way, repeater coming away from it, and place 2 more dust here just like so. Then come around here, place a sticky piston here so it extends into this block. Then coming away from this corner block, come out 2 blocks. Once again, I've switched up my blocks, you don't have to worry about that. Then place 5 stairs going this way, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 blocks over here. Then place 9 stairs going this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 blocks here. 5 stairs going this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 blocks just like so. Then remove this block here, and this is where all the items are going to funnel down into. But temporarily, place a temporary block next to it, and we use dirt. Get out a fence gate, whack the fence gate open, just like so. Then you actually want to crouch, place 2 blocks on top of this fence gate, so 1 and 2. Then place your obsidian block up here. Come out 2 blocks this way, and place an obsidian block to the right hand side of this, just like so. So it looks like this if I were to fly up. But then drop down to the floor again. You actually want to go underneath your fence gate, so dig out a bit of an area underneath it. So I like to go 3 blocks down, so 1, 2, 3. And then make yourself a bit of an area going all the way around. This is where your storage system is about to be put into. Then orientate yourself correctly so that obsidian is there. And dig yourself a little tunnel going into, well, all the way underneath your farm. Then pop out the other side. So if I dig up now, you should see I made myself an underground tunnel going all the way below that fence. So this will be the pathway leading down into your storage system. Actually, I need to go down another block. Here we go. Then get out some more chests. Nope, that's the wrong type of chest. And some hoppers. Line yourself up correctly so you're directly underneath the hole. Place a chest here, so sideways. 1 more to the left of it, like so. So I look up, there's a hole above me. I look forward, there's 2 chests, both of which are sideways. I need to dig myself a bit more room. Then place 2 more chests here and here to make it a double chest. More double chests on top of both of those, leaving a 1 block gap in between the roof. Hoppers going into the backs of all these. You can see all the little tails going into the chest. Temporary block up here, and 2 hoppers going into that, just like so. And that's all your storage system all done. You just maybe decorate it to make it a little bit nicer than it is over here. Isn't beautiful, but you know, you can do whatever you want. I also recommend extending your, it's an underground tunnel as well, just to make it a bit easier to get in and out of. Oh, those are not stairs. Nope. Oh, I cannot place stairs. Oh my gosh, I'm horrific at placing stairs today, aren't I? There we go. It isn't perfect, but you know, you can always do much better than I have. Then come around to the surface again. Come all the way around to this corner. Come 4 blocks in, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Place a block on top of the stair. Block to the left of it. Just on top of both of those. And then a block up here. Slab behind it. Just on top of that slab. Block on top of that dust. Block to the left of it. Slab on here. Slab down here. Just on top of those. Come blocks up. Slab here. And slab here. Dust along both of those. Then place blocks here and here. Put more dust, you guessed it, on top of those. Then starting at the bottom, you can place 5 sticky pistons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going up to the top. Then get out some blackstone again. Put blackstone in front of all of them. Same thing to the right of them. We'll replace this one down here with obsidian. So it looks like this if I were to fly out a bit. Then mirror this here instead. So come out 4 blocks from the right hand side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 blocks here. Just up here. Block here. Just here. Slab this way this time. Block here. Slab here. 2 dust. Slab here and here. Dust. Blocks here. Dust on top of those. 5 sticky pistons here. Blackstone in front of them all. Blackstone on the right of it. Replace this one with obsidian. But now I have to do this one on here, and it is a little bit different. This time placing 2 blocks here. Block up here. And this is where you start it. So, you guessed it. Slab down here. Slabs here and here. Not like that. Just on top of those. More slabs up here. Just along all those. Blocks behind them all. Just on those. Sticky pistons here. Blackstone blocks. Blackstone to the right of it. Replace this one with obsidian. So in total, this is what it looks like. Then pick one, doesn't really matter. I'm going to choose this one. Place a temporary block here. Observer to the left of it, facing downwards. Observer coming away from it, going into this dust. So over here again. Come to this right hand side, observer facing downwards. Observer going into your dust, like that. Block down, observer go into the dust. So far it looks like this. I have accidentally removed a slab. Good job I noticed that actually. Then come around to this obsidian pillar over here. Place an observer on top of it, going towards the back I guess. Block down, dust, get out some sticky pistons. Place 2 sticky pistons directly to the left of it, like so. Gap in the middle, 2 more over here. Put blackstone in front of everything you've just built. And run dust along all these sticky pistons. Simply like that. Then get out your water buckets. You want to waterlog this entire backside of blocks. So 1 here and 1 here. If you're in survival, I suggest you alternate it going all the way along the edge so you can make use of all the 2 buckets. So if I were to change myself to survival, oops, I am all the way back here now. I can place 1 here, pick this middle one up, place 1 here, pick this middle one up, and that's how you do it with only 2 buckets. But let me get myself straight back into creative. Then you want to waterlog every single one of these stairs. But in total, it should look something like this, where if you throw an item into it, it gets put into our storage system down there. Well, eventually it will do. It'll swirl around for a bit. Any second now. There we go. It's like a water slide, that thing. And believe it or not, now all you have to do is our actual TNT dispenser itself. That's it. So you want to come around to this copper bulb again, come around to the side which leads to nothing, so just these things. Rest some torch on the left of this block. Block on top of the torch. Torch on top of the block. Block on top of the torch. Torch on top of the block. Block on top of the torch. Torch on top of the block. Block. torch block. By the way, why on earth are the dispensers here? I must have thrown it there earlier or something. Then on the top of this, place a slab to the right of the torch. On the top half of it, not the bottom half. Repeater coming away from it. Solid block in front of this repeater. 2 more blocks here. This will update that redstone, don't worry, that's absolutely fine. 2 redstone dust blocks here. 2 blocks down here. Comparator going this way into your dust. Comparator going this way into your dust. Nope, I've got it the wrong way around. Comparator going this way into just there. Then comparator coming away from that. Solid block in front of this comparator. Slab next to the sticky piston. Just here. Going into a solid block. Torch on the top of this block. Block to the right of this torch. 2 blocks here. Replace this block with dust. 2 repeaters here, both of which should be set to 4 ticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then finally get out your dispenser, which is here. And place it just like so with dust on top of that. Then get out some trap doors. I have them in the chest down there, but it's easier just for me to type it in. There's a temporary block in front of this dispenser with 3 trapdoors going all the way around it. And then flap them down just like so. Now fill up this dispenser with TNT. And honestly, just a stack of TNT, that's probably a good like few hours worth just there. Like this thing's pretty efficient with the TNT. But believe it or not, that should be everything done. And then once again, this is Tom Code from the future. I have in fact missed one little thing and come round to over here. Place an obsidian block on top of this deep slate. 1 to the left, leave a gap, 2 more here so it lines perfectly up with these sticky pistons back there. And now that is everything done. So just make sure you have these things in place. So once again, to turn it on, flick this lever. That piston is up, which is good since I'm about to be planting birch, and simply hold down the right click button or wherever your place button is. That's it. And just like that, you can go AFK. Right, so my bone meal has just stopped bone mealing, which means we should be due an explosion back here any second now. Awesome, all the drops go into our funnel system, which will end up down in our storage system. Perfect. And by the way, don't worry about these random logs it's left in place. That's absolutely fine. It's designed to deal with these things in the next turn. So the next time it explodes, all these logs will get cleared out. But if we check out our storage system, we should see a bunch of logs in here. Awesome, there's 57 in there and 56 in there. That's almost 2 stacks of logs. But anyways, that is the build done. If you have any questions whatsoever, don't be shy to let me know down in the comment section below. Or join the Discord server, that is by far the best place to contact me. But that's all from me, and I'll see you all later. I hope you have fun with the new awesome and fully automatic tree farm. Bye!